So to go right into the drill, what I do is I just give somebody a golf club, I hook it behind their arms here like this, real simple, and then we work on doing the shoulder down, right side tilt motion forward to give them a really good forward motion, forward side of the arc drill, which, as you were talking about, Eric, can really turn somebody into looking like a really good player really fast. Transferring into a right side bend, right side tilt is one of the more challenging parts of creating a really powerful and dynamic golf swing. As we see golfers do so many other things, they get their weight forward. So this is tremendous, and you don't have to be super flexible for this either, because I can't even touch my toes and I can do this drill.
I'm kind of getting the feel that the grip of the club is kind of pointed at the ball.
That's a great way to think about it.
And I can't really get the grip of the club pointed at the ball. I don't know if I can do it with my hips back.
You cannot do it that way.
I can't do it if my head goes forward, like it wouldn't go down enough.
Correct.
So to get the down and forward part correct, it kind of forces in those same feels.
Yeah, this is awesome.
You guys hear me say all the time that you need video feedback. And the newest version of Live View Golf is absolutely the best form of simultaneous video feedback. And not only is video the best way to give yourself feedback, but being able to see yourself simultaneously as you're doing a movement is the best form of video feedback. It's the best way I've seen to make changes in your swing and be able to correlate the differences between your feels and your reels. Live View is super easy to set up and use. Simply set it up behind or in front of you. You connect it with your iPad or your phone. You put that right on the ground. I can literally see myself as I'm swinging. It is the best form of practice. I encourage you guys to check out the newest version of Live View Golf. We'll put a link in the description down below with a coupon code.
All right, guys, in today's video, we're gonna talk about one simple move that completely transferred my own game and my swing. I didn't even really know what the heck I was doing at the time, but it worked really good. We're here with Mr. Jess Frank out at Deer Creek Golf Club. And I saw Jess, I've seen Jess on this range doing this drill we're gonna show you. That's gonna show you how to do exactly what I did that transformed my swing. But you're gonna know what it's for and how to do it, whereas I was just guessing the whole time. So, Jess, real quick before we dive into what this drill is.
Absolutely.
The thing that really helped me, man, when I used to play and I used to see my swing video and I would have all this standing up through impact. Right?
Yep.
The one thing that I felt, and I used this swing feel for probably like 2 years, was really learning how to combine the side bend or tilt in the downswing with the extension pieces.
Oh yeah.
I remember feeling my shoulder down, head back, and a little bit of push off my right foot. And it really helped me keep my same inclination to the ground, stop standing up. And here I walk by one day, you're out here, lesson 13 of the day, and I see you doing some drills that I think are for the same purpose. So if you don't mind,
yes, for sure.
kind of guide us through what this drill is and what our goals are.
Yeah, so to go right into the drill, what I do is I just give somebody a golf club, I hook it behind their arms here like this, real simple, and then we work on doing the shoulder down, right side tilt motion forward to give them a really good forward motion, forward side of the arc drill, which, as you were talking about, Eric, can really turn somebody into looking like a really good player really fast. And so when we do this, the head's back, shoulders down, I'm extending, tilting, and turning my body. I talk about this all the time, extending, tilting, and turning. And you could do this drill thousands of times because there's so many good things you start to feel. You start to feel the extending, tilting, and turning. You're extending your legs, your weight's forward, your hips are tucked, your head's in a good spot, and it just puts you in such a good position. So this drill, highly recommend it.
Yeah, let me hop in there just to do some and kind of ask you some questions and see if I'm doing it right. So I have a 7-iron here.
It's fine.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what part of the club's on either side. I'm just popping this behind my back, and I'm kind of locking in with my elbows.
That's it.
Okay. So I have a T-Rex kind of arm set up here. Okay. And then from here, what am I doing?
So what's happening here is you're pushing your hips forward and you're right tilting and you're extending your body, and you're banking your right foot, your weight's forward, your legs are extended, you're on the tilt here, your right shoulder's lower than your left, right ear on the pillow, right eye lower to the ground. It's giving you, your
everything's
hips
tilted over.
are forward. You can see this from the down the line. Your belt buckle is closer to the target than your upper center. And that is something that is immensely key to hitting great golf shots. Your lower center is closer to the target than your upper center. And this is what all the best players do. And this is the drill I give to golfers, because transferring into a right side bend, right side tilt is one of the more challenging parts of creating a really powerful and dynamic golf swing. As we see golfers do so many other things, they get their weight forward. So this is tremendous, and you don't have to be super flexible for this either, because I can't even touch my toes and I can do this drill. So it's a really good, it's a great drill for you to feel. It moves the weight forward, it makes the knees straighten, banks the right foot, it gets the right hip lower than the left, moves the right shoulder lower on the way through, moves the right ear lower, and keeps the head back. There's so many good things.
Jess, as I'm working through here, right?
Yes.
For me, and the big thing from the down the line angle, like I think when golfers do this poorly, right, we would see the player, the shoulder and the grip would go high, head would go forward like this. And that would be like the standing up.
That would be the standing up.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. That would be the the standing up. But it also we talk about the head in the circle. This also does that for you.
Hips go forward, head stays back.
And this is a master move by the greatest players in the world. You have the best players in the world that do this move that is not pointed out in a lot of golf instruction and books, but it's definitely what makes great golfers.
So I'm going to take that same sort of feel.
Yep.
So almost when I have this around here, the sensation, if I had no idea what any of what you just said meant, and I was like, what, I don't even know how to move here, right?
Yes.
I'm kind of getting the feel that the grip of the club is kind of pointed at the ball.
That's a great way to think about it.
And I can't really get the grip of the club pointed at the ball.
I
don't know if I can do it with my hips back.
You cannot do it that way.
I can't do it if my head goes forward. Like it wouldn't go down enough.
Correct.
So to get the down and forward part correct, it kind of forces in those same feels.
Yeah, this is awesome.
I definitely feel my lead like...
Yes, your lead hip goes up and around because you're straightening your left leg. These are for all those people who keep their knees bent and their head forward. Oh my gosh, you could just really do that. You could, if people would practice this motion, what you're doing, Eric, if they did it 10 minutes a day like this, they would become a better golfer the next day they play.
That's a good title.
Yeah.
So when what I feel different than normal, how about that?
Yes.
What I feel different than normal is I feel like my right side is more kind of crunched.
Yes.
I feel like almost like my left side's stretched out, my right side's crunched down.
Yes.
And my hips and pelvis feel pushed up and forward.
Absolutely.
And from the down the line angle, I would imagine if we draw the line on my back, that really helps me keep that inclination.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I like those feels.
Yeah, I mean that's fantastic.
Let me hit with that.
Yes, please.
Proof is always in the pudding, is that the phrase? So I'm going to feel those same pieces like I felt. So the trail shoulder's down, head is back. And
again, about as solid as you can hit it. That's awesome.
I hit the ball really, really good when I come out here with you, Jess.
Yes, but absolutely.
The point of a good drill, to me, because I've both taught for quite a while, like you have, and I've gotten lessons for a long time. So I've been on both ends of the spectrum.
Absolutely.
It's like I got to understand what I'm doing, right? Okay, I'm trying to keep my inclination to the ground, my trail shoulders forward. I have to find some feels.
Yes.
And then I have to be able to, at some point, replicate that when I hit a ball.
Mm-hmm.
And so when that ball goes down there, we know everything changes, right? And to me, a sign of a good drill is, can I replicate that at some point in time? And what I really like about this drill that you're showing us here is it feels really easy for me to have the same feel with that grip working to the ball.
Absolutely.
Lead side stretching, right side crunching.
Yeah.
I'm turning, obviously, as I'm doing that. That feels very easy for me to transfer. Let me see if I can hit one more like that, Jess. Feels very easy for me to transfer. So the right shoulder's down, the head stays back. And really, as I'm doing that,
very nice.
I know I said in a lot of the YouTube videos that honestly is as good as I can hit a ball. And that feels like if I just get the grip to the ball, I'm not having to think about the 12 benefits that we would go through.
Correct. Yeah.
It's like, hey, here all these things all happen.
You want one thing.
One thought.
One thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I played, I remember I had a swing thought like that, honestly, for like 2 years.
Yes.
And I'm a tweaker and trying stuff like that, so I have swing thoughts normally for like a day.
Yes.
So 2 years, a long period of time.
Yeah.
And as you look at great golfers, if you can find similarities they all do, right, which are these pieces,
Yep.
high likelihood you should be putting those in your game.
These are the fundamentals that make great players.
Got to do it.
Yeah.
Jess, thanks, man.
Eric,
Appreciate
awesome.
you. That was
Thank
awesome.
you.
Thanks.
Yep.